Next, we will briefly discuss how to estimate the osmolarity of a PN solution. As you start doing your PN calculations, you will always want to keep in mind the osmolarity of the solution being administered. Remember, PPN, which is short for Parenteral Nutrition, will need to be of a lower osmolarity than TPN or Total Parenteral Nutrition, as PPN is administered through a smaller vein, such as in the arm. An osmolarity too high can damage that vein. TPN, or Total Parenteral Nutrition, typically has a higher osmolarity, as it is usually placed right into the heart or the vein that leads directly into the heart. With such a large amount of blood flowing through this area at such a rapid pace, the TPN solution quickly mixes in, so it is not so concentrated. Why all the fuss about osmolarity? Well, the nutrients that make up the solution is what affects the osmolarity. More nutrients usually lead to a higher osmolarity. It is helpful to understand how the different nutrients play a role in affecting the osmolarity, as it would make filling out the nutritional formula request form a bit easier for each of your patients. To get a feel for how nutrients affect the osmolarity of a solution, the following are general guidelines when doing any estimating. 1 gram of amino acids equal about 10 milliosmoles. 1 gram of dextrose is equal to about half of that at 5. 1 gram of a 20% lipid emulsion solution is equal to about just under 1. 1 milliequivalent of minerals or electrolytes is equal to somewhere in the 1 to 2 range, depending upon the item. The lipids, minerals, and electrolytes can be product dependent and thus vary, but the two big players are your amino acids and your dextrose. These values you should try to remember. To estimate the osmolarity, you need to add up all the ingredients and then divide by the number of liters. The result is going to be the estimate of the osmolarity of the solution. Keep in mind that depending upon the solution formulation, even though individually minerals and electrolytes affect the osmolarity only slightly, there may be a large enough quantity of these items to have a larger impact on the overall osmolarity of the solution, and very well may have more of an impact combined than the amino acids or the dextrose. RDStudy.com video tutorials are produced and owned by Nutrition News Network, LLC. Any copying, reuse, or redistribution, in full or in part for any purpose without the written consent of Nutrition News Network, LLC, is prohibited. All rights reserved.